In this video, I'll explain how to add buyers to your database in iList, and I'll explain and show how buyer matches work. First, let's take a look at automatic buyer matches and see how they work. So right now, I'm looking at one of Margaret Fogarty's properties on the Remax Ireland website. Let's say I'm a buyer and I enter the following into the contact form. So I enter the following inquiry into the contact form. Hi Margaret, I'm interested in viewing this property. I'm looking for a 3 to 4 bed detached home in Waterford, between 200 and 300,000. Based on the criteria this buyer has entered, the system will be able to automatically create a new buyer match based on what is entered. So if the customer doesn't end up being interested or buying the property he or she has inquired about here, other properties with the same criteria will be automatically sent via email on behalf of the agent. Or you can manually do this in iList, which we will take a look at next. So let's say I send this message. This buyer will receive an email similar to this one. So this is automatically sent by the system, and it contains properties that are similar to the one they've inquired about. So even if your office uploads a property at a later date, if it matches the criteria this person is looking for, they will receive an email with that property attached to it. So that's how automatic buyer matches work. The system automatically sends emails with properties they may be interested in. So next, let's jump into iList and take a look at how you can manually set up these buyer matches. Okay, so now I'm in iList and I'm going to show how you can add contacts to your database and how you can set up manual buyer matches. So navigate to new contact, or you can also select a contact that is already in your database and add a buyer match to it. But in this case, I'll add a new contact. I forgot to select where this lead came from, what stage it's at, actively pursuing, where this lead came from. We'll say Facebook. Add it to my buyer lead category. I'm just going to fill out the bare minimum in this case. I think that's the bare minimum, and I can save this contact, or else I can add a buyer match to it straight away. So let's click on add buyer match. So this is the section where you manually add a buyer match. So you may ask, why would I add a buyer match? Well, someone might ring the office phone saying they're looking for a 3 to 4 bedroom home in the Selbridge area and they have a budget of 300 and 400,000. So you can add this buyer match for them, and they will receive emails of any existing properties that meet their criteria or any future properties that may be listed that match their criteria. They will receive those properties in an email just like I showed before. So I'll step through this quickly. So let's say they're looking, you can add their location they're looking to buy in. So you can actually draw this out on a map. You can zoom in and refine it in great detail. So this is the area they're looking to buy in. Their budget is 300 to 400,000. The property type they're interested in. You can also add more. So I have these all selected. You can enter in the minimum, maximum number of bedrooms and bathrooms they're looking for. Add any features. So let's see how many matches this shows up. So this shows up 3 matches. So I can save and show results. So based on their criteria, in Margaret's database, these are the properties that match their criteria. So you can, if these are properties you think your customer is interested in, you can select them and you can click email. This will show the email that the buyer will receive, and you can click send. So if you want to change any of the pre-written text, you can. This is the pre-written subject line, and if you click send, this buyer will get that email. If you save the buyer match, then this will set up the automatic buyer match. So the criteria you've entered, they will automatically receive emails of properties, any new properties that are listed that match their criteria. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please just send me an email or give me a call.